So today I just wanted to give you a demonstration of our software platform. We have multiple aspects of it, but the thing that's going to be most relevant to you is the AI cross-listing. So just to start off, do you currently post any of your inventory for sale on Facebook Marketplace or any local marketplaces as a method of generating business?
So, sorry, I used to have a VA that posted on Facebook Marketplace and some of the Facebook groups,
Yeah.
but not anymore.
Okay. And why did you stop that?
Generally, we weren't getting enough sales, I would say, because it was like a part-time gig for her. She wasn't focused all the way.
Mhm.
So when customers responded, it would be like 24 hours. Sometimes they would even respond back. Or if she posted, she would post like a different time frame because she was in a different country. So it wasn't like how would I say, efficient, I would say.
Got it. So your VA wasn't like very good.
Well, she was good. It was just very difficult because in a different country. And like I said, she had other stuff going on as well.
Right. Well, maybe not that she wasn't good. It just like the dynamic didn't work out then.
Right.
Like how much were you spending on the VA?
Well, she was actually commission based. So
I see. Okay. Were you able to generate any sales or like,
yeah, we generated sales. I mean, it wasn't bad, but I just wanted to focus on just one platform because we had you can say an agreement that other people that just wanted to stop by the store, preferably instead of just buying online, we did like a partial commission, not a full commission. When customers came in, it was very difficult for us to know if she was the one who sent them because they would say, "Oh, they came from Facebook." But obviously on Facebook, there's Facebook ads, there's Facebook Marketplace, there's Facebook groups. And sometimes she would say, "Oh, did this person come in?" And we were like, "No, no person by the name of that." She's like, "Well, I can send you the screenshot and you can see that she said she was going to come in tomorrow at 5 p.m. Are you lying to me?" I'm like, "No, I mean, nobody came in. I can show you." And it was just very difficult to track who she sent over and who she didn't. So we started to do these, they're called come in certificates. So they're like a little coupon that had their name on it. Because, for example, if they were messaging her on Facebook Messenger or Marketplace, she would ask, "Okay, what's your name?" And then we would say, "We're gonna make a coupon for you, just so when you come in, you can show the salesperson. That way, we can, track your process or just give you like an incentive to come in." But that really didn't work. The incentive was like $50 per coupon. And I was amazed because, we would give them the coupon, let's say a coupon of $50 for every purchase greater than $4.99. It just wasn't a good incentive. So we just stopped working.
I see. Okay. And what got you interested in kind of reevaluating posting the marketplace strategy with me today?
I know it's like marketing the low hanging fruit, and you can get a lot of spam or like people that just want to waste your time. But it's still a free, well, technically it's not free, but it's like a free platform where you can, market. And there's obviously a lot of competition, but there's also people that genuinely want to spend a good amount of money on a mattress and not just buy from a random warehouse, very sketchy place.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. And there's ample opportunity on posting on these local marketplaces. The strategy is very important. And so today I want to talk a little bit about what I think the right strategy is, how our technology can help support it. Some of the concerns I do have about you being able to implement this is you are going to need someone that is reactive to the messages that are coming in.
Okay.
So is that something that you feel like you're going to be able to handle if like you're posting things and people are responding to the listings that?
Well, in that case, obviously, like you said, it's the faster you get to interaction, the faster the sale can be made. If you're asking me if I can have somebody that can respond to those messages, yes, I do have.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I think if you really want to, because this, like, frankly, it works, right? And the reason we know it works is because 90% of our customers, probably even more, the way that they get business and they run their entirety of their business is almost purely through these secondhand marketplaces. And it's usually that's where all of them start. Everyone starts as like a flipper, right? Posting on these secondhand marketplaces. And then as they graduate to becoming a real business with like a showroom or warehouse and employees and they're incorporated, they start to bring in other marketing tactics, but they usually never fully let go of posting on Facebook or OfferUp as a channel. And so it still tends to be a pretty substantial chunk of their business. And the way I would think about it is, normally to get in front of an audience of interested customers that want to buy your products in your local market, you have to pay, and it's expensive, right? You got to pay for ads, you got to tweak the ads, figure out how to make that funnel work. You have to get a brick and mortar store, but on Facebook, you kind of get to shortcut that. Like you have a product, you take some photos, you throw it up there, and they'll connect you for free to an audience of people that want what you have. And so the limitation there is just how many times can you post, and then posting in a way such that you look like a legitimate seller, and like avoiding getting shadow banned, quote unquote, so that your listings have visibility. So it's like you might as well max that out, because what'll end up happening is you can get a couple thousand extra clicks to your website every month at an extremely low cost compared to paying for it on Facebook, right? Paying for it via advertising. So it's like what you pay to the platform is a lot less, but what you get out of it, what you pay in terms of like ad dollars to the platform is going to be a lot less, but you're going to have to invest time.
Speaking of that, sorry to interrupt. Speaking of that, extra audience from that platform at a very low cost. I forgot to mention too. She stopped posting on the. She stopped giving the website link and our main phone number. So she was basically getting the leads for her only, which obviously it's makes sense because it's commission based. But sometimes I feel that the lead wasn't handled properly. They weren't either getting followed up, they weren't given maybe other options. And it was the majority through like 99% through text message. And sometimes I would tell her, hey, why don't you give this person a call? And because I feel over the phone can be easier to communicate instead of just texting. And she wasn't giving her full potential, I would say. But also, the other part of the Facebook group that I had was another group from Pakistan. They would basically post thousands of posts monthly. They would have like hundreds of Facebook accounts. They would get banned, obviously, because they would just spam marketplace. But they actually were doing okay. They were posting. They were just selling the cheap ones, which obviously was cash flow coming in every week. And they would sell like 10 mattresses online every week, no problem. But they would started to fall from like 10 to 5, from 5 to 2, and then all of a sudden nothing. So they would say, hey, Facebook Marketplace changed the algorithm. We're no longer getting clicks on the post. People are not messaging us. So we're going to have to stop this. I'm like, okay, sure. I mean, if you think that's the reason, then go ahead, do what you have to do. And they were also commission based, but they were bringing in more money than what the other VA I had was bringing in. So, the marketplace. Did the marketplace algorithm change or?
Yeah, I mean, generally we advise against like spam posting and in a way that's going to be perceived as scammy, because your business reputation is also attached to that.
That's the thing. They weren't using my name because I didn't want them to use my name, because obviously I knew what they were doing and I knew it was bad marketing. It was just way spammy. I would just say, hey, use this mattress. Don't say it's from us. Don't give them our address. Don't give them our number. It was just a sale from them. And if they got a bad review, it was through them. It wasn't affecting us. But yeah.
Yeah, but inevitably they have to go to your store, no? Or like, how does the product get to the customer?
Well, actually, we've never stopped doing what we were doing. We were still doing the Facebook ads before, doing our marketplace. Me personally, but right now it's still the same. They either call us, they find us on Google, they find us on Facebook, they find us on Google Maps, they come to the store, they visit online, and it's been the same process for us. the other platforms, like I said, the V and the Pakistan Facebook Facebook postings, they just went away.
Got it. Okay, understood. Yeah, I mean, there's probably something that happened that affected their ability to do that kind of mass spam posting, whether it's like getting the accounts or getting views on the listings. That just hurt the efficacy of it. So anyhow, like there's a ample audience of people that you can reach via Facebook, OfferUp, and Craigslist. And we're going to go over what I think the best practices are. And the cool thing is, like, not only are these views free, quote unquote, it's going to take time. It's like labor, but you're not paying a lot to these marketplaces to get that visibility. Everyone that you connect to via a listing is actually probably more qualified than your average consumer, because like that sees a Facebook ad, because they're actually on Facebook Marketplace looking for something like a mattress, right? They did a keyword search and it's very high intent, right? Because like, why are they going on Facebook Marketplace looking for a mattress? Because they need a mattress. And so the leads that you get, and especially if you get like a conversation going, tend to be a lot more qualified. But you need to talk to them, right? And so that we can have further conversation about like what is the strategy that's going to meet your needs as a business owner, because it's a little bit different than like the average flipper. The average flipper is going to talk to that person themselves. And actually, what I would recommend to you is, at first, maybe you are the one responding to these leads, so you can get a sense for like what it is. And then as you have a lot of these conversations, you're going to see patterns emerge, and you can put together a script that you hand off to someone else. And that might have been the missing link in the past, is that you kind of maybe left them to their own devices and they just couldn't figure it out. But you have that entrepreneurial background, so I think you're gonna do well with that. Yeah. So the important thing with creating good listings on Facebook Market on any of these marketplaces is the point of the listing is just to start a conversation, which is different than, so when you create a Facebook listing, your call to action is different than when you put a listing on your website. Because when you put a listing on your website, the call to action is add to cart and check out, or maybe book an appointment to come into our showroom. And so in that case, you, like e-commerce, right? You need to give that customer all the information that they need to make a purchase decision. What are the dimensions? What are the return policy? What's the fabric, the material? Where is it manufactured? Are there any discounts? Like anything and everything that someone might ask themselves as they're contemplating buying your products has to be on that landing page or the product page. Whereas on Facebook Marketplace, you're just trying to get them to start a conversation. And like as people engage positively with your listing, that kind of creates a positive feedback loop, where the more people that are clicking on your listing and then messaging you through your listing sends a positive signal to Facebook, this is a good listing. And then as that happens, your listings will get more and more visibility. And so let's just look at
relate to like the reviews on your Facebook Marketplace profile.
So, and that's the thing, right? Like there are a lot of scammers on Facebook Marketplace. So it helps, of course, to have a good account that has been a part of Facebook for many years and that has positive reviews. And if you don't have that already, then you can start building towards that, right? So like everyone starts from zero, right? And so just because you don't have reviews doesn't mean that you can't get reviews. And so the seller profile is important. Ideally, I think for each business, they should have like 2 to 3 Facebook accounts that they can rotate between. And so asking, some of your employees or some of your family members, hey, can I borrow your Facebook account and use your Facebook account for this purpose? And then rotating between them can be helpful, because there are definitely times where people are over-indexed on a single account, and then something happens with that account, they can't post, they get restricted, and then all of the momentum that they have on posting on Marketplace goes away. Mm-hmm. So having a couple, like, planning to have 2 or 3 accounts that you're rotating between is important. The other thing to keep in mind when you're posting on Facebook is that people don't go to Facebook Marketplace to buy from stores. they're on Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, they're trying to like they're looking for deals, right? They're looking for like other people that in their they're like they either can't afford to buy from a retailer or they're shopping for a deal. They're looking for something that's like brand name from a retailer, but they can get a great price on, and they're willing to not go to the retailer, get a warranty, and haggle with like some Facebook guy, right? And so
It obviously makes sense. It's psychological. If I would think of marketplace, I would see, okay, there's a store. They're probably going to have the pricing higher because it's a physical store. If I haggle this person, I could probably get a better deal for a good quality thing, whatever. And that's who I'm going for. Makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. So you like what that means for you creating the listing is you want to seem like as much like a normal person just selling a mattress as possible, as opposed to being perceived as a store, right? Another thing to think about with your listings is people, when they like, this is like what you would see if I'm searching for like a mattress, right? You have to think of this kind of like Tinder. We live in a attention economy, and there's so many different things that vie for people's attention. And so like your profile, imagine this is like your Tinder profile, right? Is this left swipeable or right swipeable? And what is the information here that leads to people making that judgment call, right? It's one photo, it's the price, and it's the title. So this has to be highly optimized. And so one problem that people have when they're creating their listings is they'll put like 10 photos in the listing. But the thing is, you don't control what people see first. Like you don't control what ends up here, because Facebook is A/B testing this. They're constantly alternating this thumbnail. Mm-hmm. And so whatever photo you put, like whatever photos you add to your listing, you have to make sure that you're comfortable with it being your cover photo.
Okay.
And then going back, it pays to be minimal in the description. And this is the contrast between selling something e-commerce and like creating a listing, right? Is on e-commerce, you're trying to get them to buy. On Facebook, you're just trying to get them to start a conversation. So if you have to have enough information here that it's like, okay, I'm curious, I want to learn more. I'm going to talk to the guy, right? But you don't want to put everything on here because A, they're not going to read all of it, right? And B, your goal is different. The call to action is just to start the conversation. So this guy's doing a pretty good job here. Like new brand new mattress, full 120, queen, 150, king. And he's had this up for 21 weeks. My guess is that this listing does pretty well for him. And he's continuing to get like leads from this. And so if it's working, you don't take it down. That's the other thing to think about here. And he has, different states, a couple different variations of basically the same listing posted in different cities. He would, maybe benefit from refreshing this listing here and there. And then if you're gonna one thing I would caution against is duplicate listings. You shouldn't just be posting the same listing on Facebook over and over and over. If you're gonna post the same inventory, you should vary the title, the description, and the photos. So one strategy that some of our sellers that sell new products use is they'll deliver and install the product into their customer's home, and then they'll take photos of that item in their new customer's home. And so they have fresh photos for the same product. And this is unique to people selling new products as opposed to selling used products, because with used products, you're constantly taking new photos. And then once you sell it, it's gone. But with new products, you always have like more of the same SKU. And so to ensure that your listings stay fresh, you need fresh photography. So here,
change the titles, change the pictures, and change the description.
Exactly. Yeah, vary it up a little bit. And yeah, so those are kind of the best practices for creating a good Facebook listing. Now, one other thing I want to talk about is posting to other marketplaces. So Facebook is where you're going to get the majority of your business. But say it's like 70% of your listing volume is going to come in through Facebook. But there is a lot of opportunity on OfferUp and Craigslist. So for example, the second largest user of our listing tool is a couch flipper out in Las Vegas. Actually, 50% of his business comes in just through OfferUp.
And the second largest is here in Vegas and sells couches?
Yep. he's probably doing like 50, 60 grand a month just flipping couches.
What?
And like over 50% of his business is coming in just through OfferUp. OfferUp, I think, tends to reach a little bit more of a like, cheaper customer, to be honest. I think especially in Las Vegas, that's like what it's orienting towards. OfferUp is different than Facebook because on OfferUp, it's pay to play basically. On Facebook, they monetize through ads. On OfferUp, they monetize through posts and subscriptions. So they basically they can like post like 15 things a month in your category on OfferUp, and after that they charge you like $1 per post. And nowadays it's moved to an OfferUp for business account, and that might run you like $200, $300 a month, and it comes with like a certain set amount of posts and like your ability to boost posts. But if you claim your OfferUp for business account, like when they click through on your profile, they'll see your business information. And like you can put your address in there, put a picture of your showroom, and then your open hours. And then the people that are having a lot of success on OfferUp, oftentimes their customers are not messaging them on the listing.
They just come in.
They just come in. And so you can, your strategy on OfferUp can be a little bit different than Facebook because OfferUp has specifically has like basically created a product for businesses. But the difference with OfferUp is that you constantly have to refresh your posts. So when you post on OfferUp, you get the most amount of views 2 or 3 days after you post. Like within 2 or 3 days of posting, like your views will max out, and then after that, it basically falls off. And this is because they charge you per post. So they want you to post more. The flip side of that is they don't actually care if you're duplicating listings. So on OfferUp, you can spam, and you actually should spam. You should actually just be coming in OfferUp every 2 days and then taking all your old listings down and then putting all your old listings up. So the strategy is a little bit different on OfferUp. And on Craigslist, the same thing. You can spam a little bit more on Craigslist, and the way their algorithm works is about the same. It's like based on recency. On OfferUp, the challenge is they don't have the ability to clone listings, and you can only create your listings on your phone. And so the listing creation process is just manual and tedious. However, this is where the IvyFlip, a cross-listing platform, comes in, because we can help you take down 30 OfferUp posts, clone them, and then immediately republish them without any work on your part. We automate that listing creation process. So that's one of the big use cases for the AI listing process, is just posting a lot on OfferUp. Okay, so those are some, and so yeah, like some of the biggest users of the AI cross-listing platform are seeing their best results on OfferUp. And because you have a showroom with open hours, this could be a very cost-effective form of advertising for you, where you're just going to get a lot of views, and then some of those views will convert over to people walking into your showroom. And yeah, people are going to message you on OfferUp as well. So now I want to give you a demo of how the listing platform actually works. So we're going to go ahead, and we have, you can use AI. This actually works more for couches, but we have a template that you could use. Well, like if you have a common format for your listings that you're using over and over, you can slot that into a template, and then whenever you create a new listing, you just apply the template, and you don't have to start from scratch. For today, we're just going to start from scratch. So let's go ahead and create the listing manually. So here, I just took a photo from your website. I'm going to say American.
I got a question. Some of these softwares, they can, what do you call it? Skim websites and gather all the information. Can yours do that?
No, we don't have a product feed integration with your website. So you'd have to go, but you could, you're going to have to do it once manually and create some templates. But once you create the templates, you can reuse them. So let's say mattress is starting as low as, well, what is a specific mattress? Let's see. This is a medium feel mattress. Yeah, so I'm going to probably keep this simple. Same. Manufactured locally in Las Vegas, and same day delivery available. Let's just say that. For the price, I think it was like $180. What's your zip code? We'll actually use the real one.
89102.
89102.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, and this is a new condition. And these are optional fields for couch flippers, but we can even set a auto republishing schedule for every 7 days or whatever frequency we feel like.
So all your customers are couch flippers. I would basically be the first mattress flipper, you can say.
Yeah, actually, I don't think we have. You know, I have guys that like also sell mattresses, but I don't think I have someone that's like a match. I don't have a mattress store, right? I have like flippers and they'll flip different things, including mattresses. But yeah, you're the first like mattress specific guy that we'd be working with. So here we have the master listing. And what I can do is if I want, first I'm going to select where I want to publish it to. So I'm going to say I want to publish it to Facebook, OfferUp, Craigslist, and Shopify. Also, I'm going to VPN in.
So even though I already have Shopify, I can just like plug in the Shopify and get all the information.
Yeah, so we can publish to your Shopify website if you want. This is frankly more of a value add for people who are selling used products because
Okay, yeah.
Because like on Shopify, like you're not constantly recreating your product pages, but used products, like once you sell out, like it's gone, right? And so it's very tedious you can imagine like every time you have one, you have to update your website. So we would automate updating their website for them. So for now, I'm going to take that out. And then, per market. And so there's this master listing we created. Now we've added in all of these marketplaces that we want to publish to. And then I can create a different version for Facebook versus OfferUp if I want to. So here we have some additional optional fields. On Facebook, I can upload a video. I can set my meeting preferences, like public meetup. And then let's say I want to change, for Facebook, we'll leave it the same. And then for OfferUp, we're going to customize it a little bit. We're going to change the description. Visit our mattress showroom today, something like that.
What do you think about adding like contact information? Well, I mean, this is OfferUp, so it's not gonna. Well, I don't have the business account on OfferUp, so it doesn't have my phone number or address.
Yeah.
Would you put the address or phone number?
Yeah, you can. You can on OfferUp. I wouldn't do that on Facebook.
Because on Facebook, like that, I've heard that.
Yeah, you can tell them once they start messaging you. Don't do that out of the gate. And frankly, I would. You really want to give this a go. I would try signing up for an OfferUp account, OfferUp for Business account. Because you're a legitimate business, and you can do the math on like your cost per acquisition, your cost per click, right? So next, there is a installation process. I believe I should already have this installed, but the key thing is for each platform, you want to make sure you're logged into that platform.
Is a separate computer required for this and this only?
So yeah, like basically the way our listing platform works and why it's unique to other systems is we take over your browser and we're actually clicking and typing in on the screen as if we were you. So it's not like an automatic thing where there's like an API integration and we're just, like fully integrated with these platforms. It's like, we kind of hack it, and there are pros and cons to this. The cons are, it can be a little buggy at times because it's not a direct integration, but the pros are there's no way to like detect or ban it.
So you don't need a VPN?
Well, I need a VPN because I'm in Bali, right? So I actually can't log into OfferUp from Bali because it's US and Canada only, but you don't because you're in Las Vegas, right? So, and the problem I'm having now is that because I'm on a VPN, it's going to be a little slow, and the latency might affect my ability to post because there is like a latency thing. We'll see. I still may be able to post effectively here. So I just want to make sure I'm logged in, though. That's the important thing.
For the Craigslist accounts, are those paid or just free?
They're free. Okay, now I'm logged in to Facebook, OfferUp, and Craigslist. This timed out because of the VPN, but we'll reload it.
How long has your second biggest customer been with you?
A while, probably 3 years. Yeah.
Are you able to share his name or no?
I'd have to ask him. Yeah. Oh man. So I may look because of the VPN. I'm having some issues with connectivity. I think the way to get around this for now is I'm going to I'm going to turn off the VPN, and we're only going to try to publish on Facebook. Let's try it again. Yeah, so I'm having some VPN issues right now. But okay, so we're just going to try to publish to Facebook, but this will give you a sense of like how this works anyway. And we can try Craigslist too, actually. Craigslist may ask me to verify my phone number, but we'll see. Okay, quality mattress made in Las Vegas. Let's go ahead and publish. So now it's running, and you're going to see things start to move on the browser. I'm not touching the screen at all. The Chrome extension is taking over the browser, and it's like moving through it for us.
I got a question, Charles. For Facebook, is it only Facebook Marketplace, or can you also do the Facebook groups?
It's only Facebook Marketplace. You're going to have to go and manually relist them to groups, although we have plans for adding that feature eventually. So yeah, like the strategy here is create a bunch of listings at once. Like, you create like 10, 20 listings at once, and then you hit publish, you walk away, it publishes it for you, and then it's done.
The computer needs to be in sleep mode all the time, connected to a charger?
No, it won't time out. It won't time out while it's running, because once again, we're like moving on your browser, right? So it's going to be active. And so it's successfully published to Facebook. And once it's completed running, it's going to return you to the task manager and show you the status of the listings. So this is what I was saying earlier, like it's requiring me to verify my phone number to post on Craigslist. But once you do this one time, you don't have to verify again.
So you did that on 2 platforms in one time, which was Craigslist and Facebook?
Yep. And then normally it would work on OfferUp too. And then, for example, like I could post 10 things at once on all these platforms, wherever I want, right? And then I hit publish, and it'll just run and publish to everything. We also have this sync feature, right? So let's say you publish to Facebook, and then you want to drop the price, like you drop the price on Facebook. If you hit sync, it'll go through, find all the listings you have on Facebook, and then it'll drop the price on OfferUp and Craigslist and your website, and it'll synchronize the listing with your Facebook listing. If you mark it as sold on Facebook, same thing, you hit sync, it'll go and synchronize your other listings with Facebook, and it'll mark it as sold on the other platforms. So now you can see the listings that I have active, etc. So let's say I had already published these on OfferUp, right? Now I can hit unpublish to take them all down. And then let's say I just want to like immediately clone them. I just hit republish, and it'll take the old ones down, and then the same exact listing, it'll put it back up on the marketplaces I want to. If I want to take these listings and then change something before I republish it, I would hit clone. So, like basically you can reuse your old listings to create new listings. And other than that, you can also use templates so that you're not creating each listing from scratch. So yeah, this, will save you a ton of time and energy in getting your listings up. And, frankly, you can do more with less. So it's not just like saving the time in the day that you would normally spend on Facebook. It's, opening up space for you to like put up 100, 150 listings a week. And that's what, the people that are getting the best results are doing, is they're constantly putting up listings using the platform. And they have a little workflow of it, right? Like maybe every other day they come in and refresh all their listings, or, they take everything down on OfferUp and repost it. Or on Facebook, the strategy is more, if the listing is not doing well, take it down and try again. So like, look at the stats. If it's not doing well, unpublish it or clone it, unpublish the old listing, clone the old listing, change some details, title, description, minimally crop the photos, if not add new photos, and then you can republish on Facebook.
What do you think? Well, I think you just answered that question. What do you think is the most, like, how often would I have to be like modifying or turning off every week or every 15 days, every month, possibly?
Refreshing your listings.
Like if I want to, let's say there's a glitch or something, would I have to be like every day checking to make sure the postings were done, or turn off or clone some postings and make sure they're marked as sold and mark other ones as available? Or
so with our system, it requires management. So it's not fully automated, but this is on purpose, because when you fully automate something like this, that's where you get into like kind of scammy territory. And so like our goal isn't to eliminate the work, it's to make it much like just like make it a lot easier, right? But there, as I was explaining at the beginning, there is a certain thoughtfulness with which you have to approach your listings in order to actually get results. So, you know, with us, it's like we have not only the technology to help you do it, but also the know-how. You know, we have thousands of listings being put up on our platform every week. And so we kind of know what the people who are getting the best results are doing. And, you know, we can help guide you with that too. If you have questions along the way, we set up a customer support call.
I didn't tell you this, but I have like 6 Facebook accounts. Am I able to connect them all to IvyFlip or just one?
So the way it works is whatever account you're logged into is the account that we publish to. So if you want to publish to a different Facebook account, you publish like the 10 onto the one and you switch accounts. And then you clone the listings that you just published, or like you create more listings and then you publish the new ones on the other account.
Okay.
Yeah.
On Facebook, just description, no contact information. On OfferUp, I'm able to put the contact information. What about Craigslist?
Craigslist is, you know, it's a little bit more of a free for all. There are definitely some phrases that you shouldn't be saying on Facebook. Craigslist.
What was I gonna say? What is your percentage of postings that can get flagged on Facebook over your customers currently? Are there any possibilities?
Like, do we put your accounts at risk?
Like for example, I was telling you about dealership ideas yesterday. I had worked with them in the past, and sometimes some of the postings for some reason came up as flagged and I was not able to use them. So they might have not liked a certain image, or for example, that $1 or free that we sometimes use to market a particular product. Do you get any customers that get flagged postings?
We don't get flagged at a rate that is unusual or above a rate that is above like normal posting behavior. And that is due to how we do the posting, right? The way we post mimics how a human would go and like post.
Are we able to use videos on your software?
Yes, you can publish videos onto Facebook.
Okay. So what is this like? Do you have terms like a 6-month agreement, month to month?
Yeah, it's month to month. We charge $149 a month for access to the cross listing tool. You can use it as much as you like. So you can come in, try it for a month, see if it's going to fit your needs. But, you know, really, I would say you get what you put into it. You know, like this is just a tool. It's not like a magic bullet. We're also not like a done for you service. So we're not going to use the tool for you. And so like you're going to have to be ready to put in some work to create the listings and also be responding to the messages. What we can do is help. Like we can guide you. And so if you come on board as a customer and like you have questions about like, you know, what should I do here? Like you can text me, I can get a customer support guy on the call with you. And so we'll teach you how to use the tool so you can get the best results. But yeah, you have to be ready to make like a labor investment here. And then I do recommend getting an OfferUp for Business account. So there's some additional costs there.
Speaking of responding, are we talking about responding in this same computer, or can I have like my salespeople log into my OfferUp account from their phone or store phone and use the phone?
They just need to be logged into your account, and it could be on any device, and they can respond to the messages.
Facebook, OfferUp, and obviously Craigslist. We're just gonna get calls or texts, so that's not a problem.
Yeah.
You said that there's gonna be like, if there's any questions, is it going to be only you or do you have a team where I can ask questions, see if I'm stuck somewhere or something?
Yeah, well, you know, you and I have a personal relationship at this point. So, you know, I think I gave you my cell phone number.
Did you?
I think so, maybe not. What is your number? I'll shoot you a text right now.
702-884-5168.
Yeah, I did. So you have my phone number. If you have any questions, you can text me. And then if you want like more of a dedicated help session, we do have CS reps that can jump on a call and help you with any troubleshooting. So yeah, like you have access to me if you have questions. I'd say if you have like general questions about business or strategy, you just want to talk, like feel free to hit me up. If you need like onboarding, I'll probably assign a CS guy. And then if you have technical support, you just submit a support ticket. So I would say like if you want like high level strategy, shoot the shit kind of stuff, just text me. But if you need onboarding or tech support, then we have people and processes for that.
Let's say I agree to the software. How soon can I get the ball rolling?
Like right now.
All right, let's do it.
All right, cool.